Hi student, welcome to my video tutorial series of design analysis of algorithm. Today I am discussing about the single source shortest path problem, that is another graph theory problem. In my last class I had discussed about Floyd-Warshall algorithm. Floyd-Warshall algorithm finds the shortest path between any pair of nodes. Now here it is single source, that is source is same and destination is multiple, and that will finds the shortest path for that. So for that we are discussing the Bellman-Ford algorithm. Dijkstra is also applicable for that. I think you have idea about Dijkstra. You have done that multiple times in your BTech course. But a problem with the or problem, or you can say limitation of the Dijkstra algorithm is that it cannot grow through the procedure if the age is negative, but Bellman-Ford can solve that problem. This is purely a dynamic programming approach, that is all problems solution are available to you and you have to find the best one. So we are going to direct some solution or some problem. So next page. So here it is given the graph. Just a minute, I am just adjusting that. Okay. Yes. So here it is given some graph is given, and every graph has weightage. It may be positive weightage or it may be negative weightage. I am just writing the edges of the each graph in the top, and there are how many edges? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 edges. Okay, now initially I am making the all node as infinity. Okay, so before procedure, starting of procedure, I am making it as infinity. Now here it is, I am traversing the graph in this way. So you have to maintain sequence, whatever the sequence you have written. If it is 1 2 first, instead of 1 2, if you written 1 3, that is also possible, but you have to maintain that sequence every time, and you have to follow that procedure n minus of 1 time. How I am saying about that? So first is I am traversing 1 to 2. So 1 to 2 means here it is infinity, and here it is 1 to 2 is 6. So 6 is lesser than infinity, so I have to cut that and I have to put here 6. Now here it is 1 to 3. 1 to 3 is next is 1 to 3. So 1 to 3 is infinity, and here it is 5. So it is 5. Now next is 1 to 4. 1 to 4 means previously it was infinity, and now it is 5. So 5 is lesser than, so we have to put in this way. Now next is 2 to 5. 2 to 5. 2 to 5. 2 to 5 means 6 minus 1. So that is, instead of that will be 5. Okay, 6 minus 1 5. Then it is 3 to 2. 3 to 2. 3 to 2. So 3 to 2. So 3 to 2 means 5 minus 2, that is 4. Okay, now it is next is 3 to 2. 3 to 5. 3 to 5. So it was 5 plus 1, that is 6. So 6 is greater, so we cannot put, so that is 5. Next is 3 to 5. Then it is 4 to 3. 4 to 3. 4 to 3. So 4 to 3, that is 5 minus 2, that is 3. Okay, next is 4 to 6. 4 to 6. So here it is 5 minus 1, that is 4. Then 4 to 6. 6 to 7. 6 to 7. 6 to 7. So it is 4 plus 3, that is 7. Okay, next 6 to sorry, it is 5 to 7. So 5 to 7 means 5 plus 3, that is 8. Okay, and here it is 4 plus 3, that is 7. So 7 is lesser than, so it is 7. So that is the first step, and you have to continue again. You have to continue that n minus 1 time. So again you have to do. So 1 to 2, that is 4, no change. 1 to 2 4, and it is 6. So 6 is greater, so no change. Here it is 5, and here it is 1 to 3 is 3, so it is 5, so no change. And next is 1 to 4, and here it is 5, so it is 5 5 same, so you need not to change this. Next is 2 to 5. 2 to 5 means 4. 2 to 5 means 4 minus 1. So here it is 5. So that should be 4 minus 1, 3. Okay. Next, 2 to 5. 2 to 5. Then 3 to 2. 3 to 2. So here it is 3 minus 2. So that is 1. Next, next is 3 to 5. 3 to 5. So 3 means here it is 3 and 3 plus 1, 4. 4 is greater than 3, so you need not to put. Then next is 3 to 5. 4 to 3. 4 to 3. 4 to 3. 4 to 3 means it is 5 minus 2, 3, and previously it was 3, so no change. Then 4 to 6. 4 to 6, that is 5 minus 1, 4, it was 4. 5 to 7. 5 to 7, so 5 means 3 plus 3, 6, previously it was 7. And 6 to 7. 6 to 7, that means 4 plus 3, 7, and it was previously 6, so you need not to change. So again you have to do that procedure. How many times? You have to continue that n minus 1 time. Okay, so maximum change you will get in first iteration and some slightly change in second iteration. You can also change there will be some changes will be there in the third iteration, but after that the minimum number of changes will be occurred, and wherever you are getting 0 changes, you need not to do the next step. Okay, so that is the very important algorithm. I think you have clearly understood about that. If you have any query, you can ask me. Okay, thank you very much for that.